Hi, y'all. This is Fully the Learn to Grow guy. I'm out here where I call last year was Mushroom Central. Mushroom Central. All of this area here. Last year, I'm standing on a rock. Okay, so excuse me the way I'm slowly spinning. Okay, so I'm standing on a rock, and this area here was Mushroom Central last year. When I say Mushroom Central, more specifically, this was the Central mushrooms. Central mushrooms are typically on the orange-looking side, and they do have slits on the bottom of them, and they're a very good and tasty mushroom in my opinion. Okay, some people may not like mushrooms, some people may not eat mushrooms, and that's fine. But I'm making this so that people have an idea as to, at least from my perspective, as to what mushrooms are like on my property out here. Okay, and I've not been all throughout the acreages that we have here. I've not been to every acre. I know I walk around the perimeter. I did the perimeter walks and such. But as far as what we have all throughout the property, I couldn't even begin to tell you. Okay, so but again, like I said, this area here last year it was Chanterelle Mushroom Central. Okay, I enjoyed so much of the mushrooms. I wish I had a freezer or a means to have dehydrated them last year. I think the dehydrator was still in Chicago at the time. So, but this was all Chanterelle Mushroom Central. And for those of you who may think about asking, yes, I left a lot of Chanterelle mushrooms here in the hopes that the spores would actually get up in the air and continue with their reproductive cycles and do the things that they're supposed to be doing. However, thus far this year, haven't seen a sign of any one of them yet. Okay, I'm going to show you where I saw the puffball last year. Okay, last year, this is the area that I saw the puffball. It was in this general area here. I don't remember exactly where, but all throughout here by this gate here is where I saw the puffball mushroom. Okay, and so last year, since I didn't touch it, the goal was so that it would do its reproductive cycle thing, and it would spread spores, and it would come back in abundance this year. And looks like I've not seen a lick of those mushrooms out here as of yet. Okay, so with mushrooms, I guess they do their own things. They go where it is best for them. They spread their pores, and wherever their spores may land is where they decide to produce. And I guess it's their prerogative, right? It's their prerogative. So my goal is to find mushrooms that are edible. If you looked at the short that I did sometimes back, the mushrooms I thought that were puffballs turned out not to be puffballs. What I do think that they are is shrimp mushrooms. Okay, they're called shrimp of the woods. Yeah, they're called shrimp of the woods or abortive mushrooms. That's what they supposedly are. Okay, you can take a closer look for those who did not see the other video. And if you've not seen that 1 minute short, please take a look at it. I'm not sure if I spent enough time showing the mushrooms or not, but this is the best I've got right here for you. Okay, so those are the shrimp mushrooms. Okay, they're called shrimp mushrooms or abortive mushrooms. You can look them up and take a look and see what they're like. Okay, right in front of the camera, we have another group of mushrooms that's growing. They're growing in abundance. Okay, they're really growing in abundance. That's not one of them. This is from a sunflower plant. After I pull the seeds out, well, it looks like there's still one more seed left. But anyway, this mushroom here, I'm not sure what it is. These are pine logs in front of the cabin. Okay, they're growing up under them. They have gills. You see that? They do have gills. I'm not sure what they are, but they're growing in abundance. And odds are it's going to be, odds are I figure they're going to end up to be something that is edible, that I just don't know what they are as of yet. You see that? There's a lot of them growing here. Mustard green, hey. Okay, so that's these mushrooms. I'm not sure what they are. I tried using an app to see what they may be, and for me it was inconclusive. What I do prefer is to have somebody who knows mushrooms, who can truly identify them. This is right in front of the cabin where I have plenty of greens growing, mustard greens. You see that? And I've been eating some of those mustard greens from over there. Those son of a guns have been pretty good. Big, broad leaves, and they're pretty good greens, okay? I recommend you eating them. So anyway, back to these mushrooms here. Again, they're growing in abundance over here. I'm not sure what they are, and I will not eat mushrooms. I will not touch mushrooms that I don't know what they are. Okay, I will not do that. Okay, because I I think my life is worth a whole lot more than a meal, as I heard somebody say. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can show you other places where what other type of mushrooms that we've got growing in the area here. I just don't know what they are, and I will not touch them, and I will not eat them, as I stated before. And let's see, here's a few right here. Let me show you. See, this one had some reddish stuff on the top of it. Okay, I'm assuming something got to this, or something may have walked over them or killed them, or trampled them, or I might have did that when I was throwing these pieces of lath over this way. Okay, but I don't know what kind of mushrooms these are. If you know what type of mushrooms they are, you can let me know. And I'm not asking you to let me know so I can just jump right in and consume them. I'm asking so that we can have, so that myself as well as some other people can actually take a chance to study them further to find out whether there are something that we should be trying to eat and things like that. It's not that I'm not trying to pass on responsibility to you to say that, yes, you said that they were non-poisonous and I ate them and I got 2 heads and the lower part of my body is gone, and that's not the purpose of that. I'm asking so that we can learn, do a little bit more research so that we can know and make decisions for ourselves whether or not these mushrooms are actually edible or should they be consumed. Okay, all right, hold on, I'm gonna try to get into the next location. Okay, this one's another mushroom. I'm not sure if it's related to the other ones or not. I'm gonna try to flip it over. It's tough. Yeah, this one has gills too. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, and again, I will not touch mushrooms and I will not eat mushrooms that I'm not sure what they are. So if anybody knows what this is, please let me know. I'm interested in knowing. Okay, we've got a variety of the mushrooms all throughout the property, and I'm going to try to show you some various samples of what's growing, and you can, again, let us know. And it's not for immediate consumption, it's so that we can do further research. Here's another one here. Okay, I'm not sure what these are. They're a little bit on the tough side. They're super ombre mushrooms, and these have gills on the bottom too. And I understand that having gills does not necessarily mean that they're edible, but I'm just trying to identify and let you know what I actually see, what I'm observing. Okay, and this one looks like it's a little bit on the older side. This is another grouping of mushrooms. Okay, again, I don't know what they are. They look somewhat similar to me, like, well, not quite, like the ones over there by the cabin. Okay, they look similar to it, but again, I don't know them. I'm not good in identifying mushroom types. They're growing throughout the property. Again, I don't know what they are, and I would simply like to know. Okay, I know that there are many resources out there, and the goal is actually to learn what type of mushrooms that are out there so that we can make safe decisions in eating mushrooms. Okay, I'm gonna take you to the next location. See over here, that's some of the same other mushrooms that I just showed you a little while ago. Okay, like I said, they're growing everywhere, and where they're growing at, like I said, everywhere, but I'd like to know what is edible compared to that which is not. Okay, as I walk up this road here, I seem to be losing my breath. It's got a slight elevation to it. See, look, let me show you, okay? Hold on. See that it's got a slight elevation to it. And I guess it's that elevation that's really putting my cardio to the test. But this is stuff that I need anyway. I need the exercise. I'm not getting any younger, and I'm not getting any fitter. So, whew. So anyway, where I'm headed right now is an area where one of my neighbors had actually seen hen of the woods, chicken of the woods, and what I was supposed to look for was bright yellow, bright orange as I walk by, and I'm looking and I'm not seeing anything. Okay, we've had rain over here in this area here in Eastern Tennessee. I'm not talking about with the hurricane, even though it did drop off a lot to give us some rain, but past few days we've been getting some rain over here. Whew. I'm not as young as I used to be, y'all. Whew. I may be more handsome, but I'm not as young as I used to be. So I'm looking for anything bright yellow or orange like that's growing in these woods here, and I'm not seeing any. Okay, that's what I was told to look for. Looking for anything bright yellow. They said that you can't miss it. If you see some, you cannot miss them, and I'm trying not to miss them. But these are the areas where they've been seen before. Whew. And I'm not seeing them. Yep, this is a big pile of woods that I gotta get rid of. I've got many of those throughout the property that I need to get rid of. But the mushrooms, I'm not seeing them. And it's really a shame, because I'd really like to try some chicken or some hen of the woods. I guess what I should do is actually start walking into the woods. We're going on a mission, y'all. And the question is, what will we find? What will we not find? Okay. I see a little something here. It's got a bunch of old, I'd call them like barnacle mushrooms or whatever. I don't know what they're called. But I don't think these are edible. And I'm thinking that some of these are probably too old at this point. So I'm not sure if these are edible, so I won't mess with them. But in the meantime, I'm looking for something. Hen of the woods, chicken of the woods. Like I said, some were seen here. Last year I did see one out here. I think it was a hen of the woods, a big bright yellowish, orangish looking one. And I got to it too late. It was already done for. It was dead, Jim. It was dead. So I'm assuming that you may have better eyes than me. There's more of you out there than the 2 eyes that I have. If you see anything, please let me know that I missed something. But I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any of those mushrooms. I hope this turned out to be a success. I hope I find something. The mistake I think I made is that I didn't bring a bag for me to put them in if I did see anything. And these are not pine trees. These are deciduous trees, as you can see. Some of them still have some leaves, and just to try to get rid of some leaves. I wish this ends up in a find of some mushrooms. The 2 I would like to see would be hen of the woods or chicken of the woods. Either one. Okay, my search out here has not been fruitful. I thought that leaf over there on the tree there was something growing on it, but I was wrong. I'm not seeing anything, and it looks like the clouds are moving in. Heavier, darker clouds are moving in. I guess I should be heading back. I was hoping to end this video on a positive note, saying that this is what I found out here, but looks like I'm not able to do that. I'm not able to say that. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything bright orange or bright yellow other than these leaves up there. But yeah, and all of these leaves, I would love to harvest all of these leaves and bring them so I can compost them and mulch them or whatever. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that out here in the middle of these woods. I don't have that type of equipment, but either way it goes, it is what it is. So guys, it's been a good journey walking with you, showing you the mushrooms that I see growing around here. I was hoping that I would find one, and unfortunately I did not, and that's fine. Well, when I say one, I'm referring to the chicken of the woods and some of the other larger type of mushrooms. We didn't find any, and that's fine. Okay, I'm sure there'll be other opportunities as the rain comes, even though we got clouds, major darker clouds moving in at this time. Even though we have that moving in, hopefully the rain and the cool weather will actually produce some mushrooms, so that next time I come out here I can find some and I can show you what we've actually found. So otherwise, if you could do me a favor, please. The mushroom, well, a couple of favors. The mushrooms that I've described that you've seen. If you know what they are, please let us know. And again, it's not saying that, well, you're the reason why I ate those mushrooms because of what you said. Nope, that's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is simply to help us out in finding, finding more information, giving us something to go on so that we can do our own research. We all do our own research, right? On what's edible and what's not edible. And we take our own health into our hands when we do eat mushrooms that we find when we're foraging. Guys, there are lots of books out there on foraging for mushrooms. There are videos out there for me. My daughter has sent me a book on mushrooms and the different types. That's not how I learned. I'm a hands-on type of guy. I learn best that way. If I could find somebody who could teach me about mushrooms, personally take my hand and guide me, I would love that. Okay. Also, if I could find somebody who can take my hand and walk me through wild edibles out here, I would love that as well. Okay. The other thing is, to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, like, subscribe, and share. Those three things. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay. Anyway, like, subscribe, and share. Right now, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Please help out. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. We're trying to grow. Actually, we want to grow beyond 100. And right now, this is where we're at. I think we're at 97 subscribers. I'd love to break the 100 subscriber mark and take it on up to wherever it needs to go. Yeah. Oh, let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, I don't do a good fire marshal bill, but these are two Chicago figs, Chicago hardy figs. This came from the Chicago plant that I had up in Chicago. I put these out this year. There were some of the cuttings I took before I left the house there. And as I found out that the tree that I had there had been decimated, the new owners of the house back in Chicago, well, it's their prerogative. They do whatever they want. It's their house now. It's their land now. They did take it apart. So I'm going to be moving one of these here to by where the cabin is. I had one there before, but it died. However, I'm going to be trying to see if I can transplant that one, at least one of those. I've got another one here too. See, this one here lost all of its leaves already. And yeah. So, oh, by the way, this is part of the back 40. And this here is what I shoot into. Sometimes when I come out here for target practice, we have targets laid out over here under the tarp over here. We do have targets laid out under here, and we use some of those to shoot at. We will be using some of those to shoot at. And I have another fig. I have some pawpaws that's in this area back here. And this is the area where the barn is going to go someday when we get the funding for it. And over here is a brown turkey fig. Okay, it didn't produce so much this year. I brought some mushroom compost around to dig around it. I'll probably do that over this winter. And from these branches here, I will propagate and get some more to get some more brown turkey figs. So you can see that good branch over there. Something seems to have bitten the top of some of these, of two of these, but otherwise, last of the leaves for this season. We got cold spell coming up. I think tonight's supposed to be down to like 30. So this may lose the rest of these leaves, but I will be taking some of the branches to try to get to propagate some new figs and spread them throughout the property. Okay, so anyway, that's the last tidbit I have for y'all today. And ooh, wow, it's getting foggy. It's the mist. I don't know if you can see my glasses, but my glasses are misting up, and it's not because I'm so tearful, because I'm so emotional. I'm so emotional. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, so anyway, it is getting foggy. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what I'm walking through. I'm trying to go back to the other side, and y'all just enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed, y'all. Y'all take care.